Fighting crime and trying to help is a good thing always, okay? So the idea that this is bad because Trump is doing it is, in my opinion, pure folly. But I do think they're missing an opportunity, Bill. The way to bring down crime in urban centers is not to have National Guard parked all over the place. It's much more sophisticated and programmatic than that. You know this. I would imagine so does the president, but he's doing it this way. Why?
So in this clip, Bill O'Reilly is going to dismantle Chris Cuomo because Chris Cuomo is easily dismantled. Now, I like Bill O'Reilly's style, so that's why I say that he is going to dismantle Chris Cuomo, though I'm probably not going to fully agree with Bill O'Reilly's position. But it's always good to see a quick lashing out on Chris Cuomo, and it'll be really good seeing this quick lashing out on Chris Cuomo that will be done by Bill O'Reilly. So without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Well, you're lucky to have me on the program tonight because
always
you're starting to sound like a coxcomb. Right, C-O-X-C-O-M-B.
Yeah, I know what the word is.
All right. So I'm going to save you from yourself once again.
Please. Thank you, St.
Number
Bill.
one, you're welcome. The reason the National Guard and the FBI and the marshals are in D.C. is because President Trump is personally offended by the look of the city and the tone of the city. It's as simple as that. It has nothing to do with race. San Francisco is in worse shape than Washington, D.C.
A lot of cities are in worse shape. A lot of cities are in worse shape. And that's my point.
So injecting race is the usual phony garbage. The problem with Washington, San Francisco, New York, Chicago, L.A., on and on, is that progressive leadership does not believe in punishing many crimes. It's the broken windows theory. If you create social disorder, you're punished. Progressives do not believe that. So you can steal up to $1,000 in California and there's no penalty. So shoplifting is rampant. It's an easy analysis. And you cite Governor Moore, I will like in Maryland, but you cannot walk in many Baltimore neighborhoods. The drug addiction level is through the roof. That has not improved.
And which is all true. By the way, Chris Cuomo is still a tool because the problem is the position he's taken is that this is a race thing, I guess. That's such a weak man. Gosh, do you have to like waste your time and be that much of a leftist? Like, what does that do for you, Chris Cuomo? What does it do for you? What you could have said was there's no reason to militarize the cities just yet, especially with the same crime that's been going on. So now they get to argue about this race thing, and I get to agree with, Bill O'Reilly. And for Chris Cuomo saying, well, why is he doing it in, there's other cities that are worse than D.C. He's trying to imply, like, well, why is Trump doing this in D.C. first? Because it's probably easier for him to do it there based on how D.C. is classified. Like, dude, come on, you're the journalist.
What has improved is that more organized, so it is harder to commit gang murders. It is harder for them. Now, you go back to D.C., and that's exactly what's happening there. So Trump is actually emulating Governor Moore. The Guard and the other people are a blanket of protection. That means that the real bad guys won't come out anymore because, as you just heard, the head of the marshal said, we got 75 guns in a few days. So if you come out with a gun, we're going to get it. So they're not going to come out with guns, Cuomo. This is not brain surgery.
Listen, I don't have any problem with that. I disagree with three things. And then I want to move on to the other, even bigger opportunity for change in this country. One.
You see why I like the way he talks? He's like, this is not brain surgery. Like, shout out to Bill O'Reilly. That's why I get it. Like, this guy is a Republican, traditional type of like straight to the point. And, there's a lot more to it than than I think he talks about or even probably cares about. He's just trying to get straight to the point. He doesn't have time to waste. And usually I'm the person telling this kind of person like, but you have to look at this and, and actually making a real, argument with the person, not about this race nonsense or whatever. But I appreciate Bill O'Reilly so much for his style that I can't even I can't even get mad. This is not brain surgery. Oh my God! Only Bill O'Reilly can say it like that. Only Bill O'Reilly.
That it has nothing to do with race. Of course it does. Why? Because we confuse.
Oh my God! I'm sorry for all right. I'm sorry for stopping it. Please, guys, please hit the like button. This is a good one. Please hit the like button. Please, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Sorry, I'm gonna give it right back to you. Thanks to everybody that's watching the video. This is hilarious.
Look, I gave you your take. Here's mine. We confuse criminality with race all the time in this country. I love watching people on the right. This new thing I keep hearing: black people commit more crime. Why? And what kind of crime? And in what are the circumstances? And what changes it? That's the conversation to have. We're not having it. But this works politically for the president. Also, you cannot run away from the fact that crime is down in D.C. in measurable ways, more than most urban centers over the same period in the last 3 years. And there are reasons for that have nothing to do with the National Guard. Now, the second thing.
Wait. Oh,
all right, go ahead. Go ahead.
You sound like General Westmoreland. That's who you are tonight. In addition to being a coxcomb, you're General Westmoreland.
So a coxcomb.
That's exactly the same argument.
A coxcomb sounds like something else that I probably should not be saying on YouTube. Yo, this is funny. This is hilarious.
You know what a coxcomb is? Not the dandy thing.
Yeah,
do you know where it comes from?
You
Do you know where it comes from?
I don't know the origin of the word, but
the
I know
etymology
what it
of it is it is a jester's hat, a coxcomb. Is that what you're saying? What my hair looks like? Jester's hat.
There you go. Now let me make the Westmoreland point because it's very quick.
Go ahead.
Westmoreland in Vietnam, which when it was going south fast, his people just come out every week and say, "Hey, U.S. casualties are down. Viet Cong and North Vietnamese are up." That was a game. They played a stat game,
yeah,
and of course it was ridiculous because they were losing.
Yeah.
No, they didn't lie. The books weren't cooked, but it didn't matter. It didn't because the disorder that was taking place in South Vietnam was on the rise. So you can disguise that by crime stats. There is disorder in the nation's capital. It offends Trump. Trump has the power to reverse it. He will reverse it. That's the story.
Well,
what else you want to know?
That's your story. Here's the second thing I want to know. Gerrymandering is a huge neglected opportunity. Why? The majority of people in this country, I don't know, maybe overwhelming. I don't know the number, Bill. It doesn't matter. We want this country to succeed. I know there are people who don't. But if you could change one thing in this country, it would probably be that you're talking to me right now. But for me, it would be gerrymandering. Without question, it's not even close. And the Democrats are blowing an opportunity on this by this whole, if you can't beat them, join them, fight fire with fire, the tweets that mock Trump, and people are eating it up on social media. But I don't know that this is the way to make the opportunity that Trump is giving them with what he's trying to do in Texas.
All right, when I first heard the gerrymandering story, I thought it was Leave It a Beaver, but that was Jerry Mathers.
Yes, Jerry Mathers, spelled differently.
Gerrymandering. Okay.
Elbridge Jerry here.
So
You're the historian.
It's another chaotic story that doesn't have to be, can be solved in a couple of weeks. So Congress should pass a new law.
Yes.
Because it is a federal situation.
Yes.
And the new law should say that you have to reach a threshold, which Congress would define, in order to change the districts to send people to Congress. Okay? And here is the threshold. A, B, C, D. This is the only way you can do it. So in Texas, you can't do it unless this is met. And Newsom, you can't do it unless this is met. Is that hard?
No, it's easy.
Is it?
And they should do it. They should take their power.
No, yeah. No. Bill O'Reilly has spoken. Bill O'Reilly wins this debate. This was pretty good. Finally, like a good clip. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.